Il pleut aujourd'hui. Il fait froid. Salut! Welcome to my Français en trois language learning experiment where I'm trying to learn as much French as possible in the next 3 months. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of an update on my progress in the last 10 days as well as the resources I've been using to learn French. The first resource I have been using is Coffee Break French, which is hosted by a man, I believe named Mark, who is from Glasgow, so he's got a nice Scottish accent, which is a lot of fun to listen to. He also has a brilliant French accent as well. He teaches all the episodes, and in each episode, he's working with a student, and then you repeat after him, and then the student repeats after you, so you can get practice with your pronunciation and learn new phrases. I've went through season 1, episodes 1 through 4 in the last 10 days, and it's really been an awesome resource. I absolutely love it. I'll have everything that I'm going to be mentioning linked down below for you guys. The next resource I've been using is called Drops. It's an app that is a lot of fun, and it's a really good way to build vocabulary. So you log in and you typically have 5 minutes a day to go through your vocabulary words in each different category. You're going to be presented with pictures and words that correspond with each other, so you can put the image and the word together in your mind. It's a really great concept. If I see le poisson, a fish, I can match it with the words. They also have an option for you to spell the words. It's kind of like a game setup, so it's really fun to play. A lot of times when my 5 minutes are up, I'm like, oh no, I want to play more, this is great. And I'm starting to retain a lot of French vocab words. I think I've got like 75 words that I've been through already, which is amazing. And again, these are vocab words, these aren't phrases, but it's a lot of fun. It's a really good resource. The next resource I'm using, I just got in the mail the other day, so I haven't really had a chance to go through it yet, is Language Hacking French by Benny Lewis. So some pretty bold claims here. Do 20% of the work, get 80% of the results. But the whole point of this book is to start speaking French as quickly as possible because you're going to start retaining it. And that is the whole point of learning the language. You want to be able to communicate with people. So start speaking right away. The last resource that I have that I haven't really used quite a lot yet is French for Dummies, obviously. I've long ago lost the CD. I have no idea where it is, so that's a hopeless cause. But this is going to be mostly a resource. As I get further along in the language learning process, I will probably pick this up. But it's organized a little bit differently, and it's still a good resource, so I'm glad I have it, but it's not my main one that I have been going to yet. Sometime this week, actually tomorrow, I'm going to go to the bookstore and pick up a French-English dictionary. I desperately need one. Which, if you also have a suggestion for a good language learning dictionary online or like an app, please comment down below, message me on Instagram, let me know. That would be really helpful because I've had a difficult time finding a good one online. Another resource, by the way, that I want to throw out there that someone commented about on my last video is Pimsleur French. I've used Pimsleur Spanish before, which was really awesome. So Pimsleur French is another amazing resource that gets you speaking right away. So those are all the resources I am using currently. As I go further along in this language experiment, I know I'm going to need to find more resources, but right now this has all been really helpful and I'm definitely seeing strides in my language learning process. So for a quick update, I've been learning French for 10 days now. Some days were more busy than others for me, so I only had time to pull out my phone and do 5 minutes of the language drops, which they're separated, like after you do 5 minutes, there's like a 10-hour gap where you can't use the app, which is kind of annoying, but it's a good way to just constrict yourself to really knowing those vocabulary words. So I'll do like 10 minutes in the morning and then 10 minutes in the evening if I can't spend any more time than that on my language. This next week should hopefully be a little more chill and I'll really be able to focus on the phrases I've been learning. Again, like I've listened to Coffee Break French episodes 1 through 4 this week. I've actually listened to them twice. Once while I was commuting to and from work in the car, and then once again to write down the phrases so I could visually see them and pronounce them, because sometimes it's hard to hear what they're saying if you don't know what the words look like, which I think is a really good way because you're listening to this material twice and you start to kind of comprehend what they're saying a little bit easier and a little bit more quickly. And like I said, I just got this book in the mail, so that is a project that I'm going to be doing now, currently. It hasn't been an intense week, but it's been a very productive week, and I'm starting to pick up on how French works, which is amazing, and I'm super stoked. This next week, I'm going to be watching a couple of French films that I just found out about, which I'm stoked about. I'm actually trying to decide whether or not to watch it with English subtitles. You know what, I'm gonna have a poll on my Instagram on Monday, and you guys let me know, should I watch it entirely in French or watch it with English subtitles? For the next video, I have a couple of ideas. I've got my ukulele and a French song that has been stuck in my head for weeks now that I really want to play, so that might be out later this week. And then I've got a couple of other fun ideas, so it's not just me sitting here talking to you the entire time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you are enjoying these videos so far, and I will see you very soon. À bientôt!